Yo, yo, what is up, crew? And welcome back to another vlog. And I hope that you are having an absolutely beautiful day. Now, I've completely redone, fixed, and adjusted everything with the cold plunge. Now, here's the thing. When I moved the chiller, I completely forgot about the exhaust fan. And so last night, I had a wild experience while I was actually getting ready for bed. Believe it or not, this is a story of following your intuition. Last night, as I'm getting ready for bed, I'd had a tough time falling asleep, and I'm getting ready to do my nighttime routine, and out of nowhere, I hear a loud thud downstairs, a super loud, sounded like something fell over or exploded. Honestly, in my mind, the story I told myself was one of the sides of the sauna somehow fell, which is completely outrageous to believe or think. However, it was that loud that I literally was what the fuck was that? That's insane. So I go downstairs. It's also super late, right? It's 2 a.m. And so I'm partially paranoid, because it's late in the night and I'm there's no way there's anyone downstairs. And so I go downstairs, I look at everything and nothing is moved. I just cleaned the garage. It looked exactly like it does just now when you saw it. And I go over near the cold plunge chiller and I feel the wall because I can hear the engine and the motor going. And this is own user error, all my mistake. And I will share this inside the video that I'm gonna post soon about how you put it all together. All of that to say, I go down there and I check the chiller and I feel behind it and the wall is completely hot. And I mean hot to the point to where the fake foliage wall was wilted. And so it was hot enough to where I believe over time, it could have caused a fire. Now, huge blessing in disguise, whatever that thud was, that got me down there. And truth be told, I have stopped trying to rationalize what that thud was or anything of the sort. What I do know is this: when you follow your intuition, and this is not to get super esoteric or flowy or woo-woo, this is what I truly believe in. When you follow your intuition and you can actually check into that, and I mean having the deep level of self-awareness to truly not only have awareness, but the willingness to lean into that feeling, you'd be surprised what life affords you. And in this instance, life afforded me not causing a fire in my home and anything of that sort. Now, I'm so grateful that obviously that did not happen. However, that just means that I get to do a better job of ensuring that I set things up appropriately and correctly, because I can take full responsibility over that. But it's just so uncanny, Not only was I all up in my head last night, however, I needed that reminder that my intuition and God and faith is guiding me in the right direction. That's why I don't demand all the answers now, but I know that it'll be worth it in the end. It's kind of like your favorite film, you watch through all the challenging parts and you watch the protagonist go through challenge after challenge, but you keep watching because you know that what I love about protagonists and what I love about myself is I know that I will always be all right in the end. So I don't demand all the answers right now, but I know that in retrospect, in the grand theme of things, it'll all make sense in the end. And everything that I've gone through up until now in my life has led me to this exact moment. And this exact moment is honestly not the worst place to be, nor is it the best place. That's why we are in the moment. I was sharing with the guy the other day when I was working with him about the Greek god, the king Sisyphus, and how he was doomed by the gods and pretty much how the Greek god Sisyphus was doomed by the gods to spend the rest of his life in the underworld because he was so crass and just irrefutable with his leadership. So they sent him to the underworld, and he was meant to pay his price of pushing a boulder up the mountain. Now here's the thing, as Sisyphus continued day in and day out to push this boulder to the top of the mountain, each time he felt like he would get to the summit, it would roll back down. And that was his life sentence, was for the rest of his life to push this boulder up the mountain to the summit and have it roll back down. And I believe that this serves as an allegory for human existence and how we put so much of our focus on the destination instead of accepting that the real beauty is in the process and in the experience. You see, had Sisyphus learned the lesson that his life was going to be hard regardless of how high he got or how much closer to the peak of the mountain, he would have recognized that it's not about getting to the top, it's about continuing to push the boulder forward. And I'm really learning that lesson, that there's so many times in my life that just like Sisyphus, I was so focused on pushing the boulder to the top that I forgot to recognize the beauty as you get closer to the summit. I wanted to share that with y'all because I woke up today and honestly, I feel like myself for the first time in a long time. Now, did this just come out of nowhere? No, it came from doing the work, asking the hard questions, sitting with myself, by myself. It's gonna require lonely nights. It's gonna require nights on your own. It's gonna require lots of hard conversations with yourself and lots of accountability in the standards that you desire to hold yourself to and the things that you're no longer willing to tolerate. Now, with that being said, remember, it's not about getting to the summit. It's about continuing to push that metaphorical boulder forward. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.